The downfall of Salt Bae, a golden empire crumbling under its own weight. It was January 2024, a month when much of the world was grappling with the dreaded inflation, tightening their belts and counting every coin. But in the parallel universe of Salt Bae, renowned for his iconic gesture of theatrically sprinkling salt, reality seemed non-existent. For him, it was the perfect moment to flaunt an extravagant lifestyle, one so excessive that even the gold coating his dishes couldn't sustain it. Everything erupted when he posted an Instagram story, not just any post, but a restaurant receipt from Dubai, totaling an eye-watering $398,395. Accompanying it was a nonchalant caption, "Money comes, money goes." Sure, Salt Bae, but in your case, it seems to go much faster than it comes. The breakdown of the feast read like a satire of fine dining. 3 gold-covered steaks, priced at $1,388 each. A massive gold-encrusted tomahawk steak for $1,361. And 2 bottles of Chateau Petrus 2009 that amounted to an astonishing $53,900 combined. And let's not forget the tip, a modest $2,500. A tip that could change lives was merely a token gesture for Salt Bae. Social media backlash. The reaction on social media was swift and unrelenting. Comments poured in like a torrential downpour. One user captured the general sentiment. "What's truly outrageous is the arrogance of flaunting it." Another was more direct. "That bill could have fed 100,000 starving children." Meanwhile, far from Dubai's glittering skyline, the reality for the King of Salt was far less dazzling. 3 of his New York restaurants had shut down within the past year, and profits in London had plummeted by 48%. His golden empire seemed to be crumbling faster than the gold leaf on his tomahawk steaks. Yet, this did not deter Salt Bae from continuing to throw salt and money out the window. Cracks beneath the glitter. Weeks before the infamous receipt post, signs of decline were impossible to ignore. In London, his restaurant, once the crown jewel of his European ventures, was struggling. Profits nosedived from $3.3 million to a mere $1.7 million in 2023, a 31% drop in sales. In New York, the situation was even bleaker. By early 2024, another of his establishments had shuttered, marking the second closure in less than a year. The official excuse: "We tried different markets. Some worked, others didn't." A polite way of saying that gold doesn't save bad business decisions. In London, where the infamous $30 tomahawk steak was served, the restaurant was not just hemorrhaging money, it was cutting heat to save costs. Employees served gold-covered steaks in freezing temperatures. The establishment, far from deserving accolades, ranked 14,570 out of 375 restaurants in London on TripAdvisor, with a dismal 2.5-star rating. Behind the scenes of Salt Bae's empire, an expose in Business Insider in April 2023 painted a grim picture of life behind the golden facade. 9 former employees from 6 of Salt Bae's restaurants revealed harrowing working conditions. One ex-bartender described it as the Hunger Games of the kitchen, where you never knew if you'd finish your shift or be fired. The Golden Empire also faced allegations of systemic abuse and discrimination. Angelo Mayer, a former waiter, filed a lawsuit claiming non-Turkish staff were treated as second-class citizens. Women, too, faced discrimination. Elizabeth Cruz, a former bartender, said she was required to wear a nightclub-like outfit, while her Turkish counterparts wore standard uniforms. When she protested, she was fired within 2 weeks. To make matters worse, employees reported systematic tip theft. Funds that should have gone to workers mysteriously vanished. Multiple lawsuits followed, forcing Salt Bae to pay $230,000 in settlements. Yet, his response reeked of arrogance. "They didn't meet my work standards." The beginning of the end. Perhaps the moment that marked Salt Bae's downfall was his behavior during the 2022 FIFA World Cup final. He infamously forced his way onto the pitch after Argentina's victory, pestering players for selfies, repeatedly grabbing Lionel Messi, who visibly wanted no part of it, and kissing the World Cup trophy, a privilege reserved for winners and heads of state. The FIFA president unfollowed him on Instagram, signaling public ostracism. Despite these setbacks, Salt Bae announced an ambitious $100 million project in Abu Dhabi in 2024. Yet, industry experts remain skeptical. His restaurants in New York and London continue to close. His Instagram growth has slowed by 7%, and his TripAdvisor ratings place him in the bottom 4% globally. Final thoughts. As his empire crumbles, one thing is clear. No amount of gold can mask the cracks of a system built on abuse, arrogance, and illusion. The spectacle of Salt Bae, once a symbol of glamour, now leaves a bitter taste, both on the plate and in the narrative of his empire.